everybody, it's Sarah and I am here just to chat briefly with you today about hiking for weight loss. This is a question I get a lot over in my Facebook group. People wonder if hiking is a good way to lose weight, and my answer is yes. But there's a certain way that I want you to go about it that will really help. So I'm going to share some of those tips with you today. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to share a free tool that I've just launched on my website that you can go over and grab. And if you are just getting started with your hiking fitness or getting in shape for the new year, hopefully this will be very helpful for you. So hiking for fitness. I mean, first of all, I should probably introduce myself. For those that don't know me, I'm Sarah Maurer. I'm a fitness coach that helps hikers get in shape for big peaks, big trails, and I also work with beginners who are usually interested in outdoor activities or outdoor fitness, but some of them are, just interested in fitness in general, and that's great too. Love having those people in the group and love working with them. So hiking for weight loss. Is hiking good for weight loss? In a lot of ways, it really, really is. So let me share a couple of those with you. And the first one is that the duration of the workout that you can get is amazing. When's the last time you went to the gym and you were on the Stairmaster, for example, or the treadmill doing cardio for 6 or 7 hours? Probably never, right? Like they throw you off that thing after 30 minutes. But if you are out hiking, in the summertime, it's pretty easy to go out and hike for 3, 4, 5, 10 hours, sometimes even if you're really doing something big, and the time just flies by and it's really enjoyable. You're not like, man, I wish I could get off this trail and just go home and do something else. It's a lot of fun. So, and if you think about it, that burns a lot of calories. So if you're out for, say, like a 6-hour hike, which is totally feasible, then you're probably, like someone my size is probably burning about 400 calories an hour. So that's about 2,400 calories. That's almost a whole pound of fat that I'm burning while I'm out there on the trail. And granted, I'm eating while I'm hiking, but yeah. It's still like a nice calorie deficit that happens on that hiking day. And even shorter hikes, like if you go out for an hour or 2 hours, that's like 800 calories. It's more if you're a big guy. So hiking definitely burns a lot of calories while you're doing it. And it's very enjoyable and easy to do for a long time. Another benefit of hiking is that it's very social. If you are just kind of starting your weight loss journey, one of the things that is a big predictor of success for people that lose weight and keep it off is having social support and having other people in their lives that have a healthy lifestyle and share the healthy activities that they like to do. And one of the great things about getting into hiking is you're just going to find such a wonderful community and probably make a lot of new friends, and it's just, you're going to really look forward to getting together with those people. So that social support can be amazing when you're trying to make a big lifestyle change. It's very motivating. So that's another aspect. You probably don't have friends. You might have friends, but even like even with your partner, your spouse, your best friend, you probably don't go to the gym together all that often. Maybe you do, but definitely it's fun to go hiking together. It's something you look forward to. It's something special. And the third way that hiking really is good for weight loss is it's pretty low impact. So if you are starting overweight or obese, it's one of the lower impact exercises that you can do. Running, obviously, is going to be hard. It could hurt your knees, hurt your joints, but probably just going out and walking around is going to be pretty comfortable for a lot of people. If it's not for you, that's totally okay. There are lots of things you can do where you're not even on your feet to really get started. But for a lot of people, hiking, walking is a really good place to start. It's something they can do no matter what your body, body size. So are there any drawbacks to using hiking as a weight loss tool? Yes, and these are true for the endurance sports in general. So one of the things that that you'll hear is, if you want to lose weight, do intervals, do high intensity. And actually, you know, there's a lot, it's kind of a fad, it's kind of a craze, but actually there's a lot of truth in that. If really all you care about, you don't really care about hiking, you don't care about nature, you don't want to go outside, you just want to lose weight, just go to the gym and do some HIIT. It's a lot faster, and the reason it's faster, is that higher intensity exercise actually has an afterburn effect. So if I go and hike for 6 hours and burn 2,400 calories, that's great. If I go and do an hour of HIIT, actually you probably wouldn't do an hour of HIIT unless you're super fit. If I go and do like, 30 minutes of HIIT, you will actually you might burn only like 200 calories, but you'll keep burning all through the rest of the day, which actually means you might end up burning 600 or 700 or 800 calories. You might almost burn as much as that long hike. So HIIT is very efficient, intervals, and a lot of, gyms are really well set up for that. The classes, the spinning, there's lots of things you can do that are probably gonna, if you don't really care about hiking for hiking's sake, it's probably gonna be a much faster, more efficient way for you to burn calories. And there's no reason that you can't combine the two, by the way. You can go hiking on the weekends and then do some HIIT during the week. That's a very effective strategy. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. So drawbacks, it's not super efficient. Anything with long, slow distance tends to be less efficient at burning calories than intervals or high intensity stuff, because you don't get that afterburn effect. The other thing it does is it makes you really hungry, which may sound funny, but as soon as you get out there and start doing some of these long hikes, you're gonna like go out to eat afterwards and be like, bring the burger, bring the potatoes, bring the french fries, and it takes some discipline to really realize that even though you've burned a ton of calories, it's not an excuse to put bad stuff in your body. And it also, you have to think, like, while you're hiking, you've been eating. So it's not like, you should, like, I use a calorie tracker during the week, but I don't track on days when I'm hiking or on trail. But I still try to eat something healthy. I try to choose, the soup or the garden burger instead of I don't know, sometimes I end up getting chicken wings. Some of you have probably seen me that are watching this video, but I'm trying to be healthier. So the hunger aspect is something that you really just need to think about, manage, expect, and, make sure that you're working on your diet at the same time as well, because diet is also really, really important for weight loss. And really the people that are most successful, they usually do a combination of diet and exercise. That is like 95% of people who lose a lot of weight and keep it off do both. So something to think about. So how can you hike in such a, if your goal is to hike for weight loss, that's one of your goals when you're getting out there, what kind of things should you be doing? So first, one of the best things you can do is add a little bit of intensity to your hiking workout. So there's a few ways you can do that. You can, you can actually try to hike faster, get your heart rate up. That's a little bit easier to do if you have a hilly course or a steady uphill that you can work on. Just a short uphill that you can loop a few times is also very effective. If you don't have a lot of uphill, you can also make it more difficult by putting some extra weight in your backpack. Carrying more weight is going to make it a little bit harder to walk uphill. It'll definitely get your heart rate up and get it going. And generally, for weight loss, you can do a couple of things, but the one that works best for hiking is just kind of a steady state of not gasping, not panting, not dying, but being up in that level where it's a little bit difficult to talk. So maybe for a half hour, an hour of your hike, you're at that level, and then it's fine to drop back down and, continue at lower intensity so you can enjoy the rest of your hike. You can also put intervals in, hill repeats, just anything that's going to raise your heart rate and maybe get some of that afterburn effect so that you're going to burn more calories after your hike. And as I mentioned, it's also very effective if you just go hiking once a week, even if you do like a huge hike, if you just sit around for the rest of the week, that really does not work very well. The research on people that lose weight shows that they are generally active 6 or 7 days of the week, and it's not necessarily that they're doing a hard workout every single day, but you know, they're going out for a walk for 30 minutes, or they're doing some easy cardio, or they're probably mixing in some more difficult cardio a couple times a week. So make sure that you continue to stay active, continue to do cardio. Maybe you only hike one day a week, but then maybe you go to the gym, or you jump on your bike, or you jog, or jump on the machine, whatever it is that works for you, that motivates you, that keeps you going. Try to be active most days of the week, even if they're not hiking days. And even if you don't hike, I think that's really good advice for weight loss. Active most days. And then the final thing I want you to think about, and this may seem kind of weird since this is, you know, we usually talk about hiking on this Facebook page, but I want you to really think about getting into strength training. So lifting weight, it might involve lifting weights. You probably think of lifting weights when you think of strength training, but it could also just be weights with your body, exercises you do, resistance bands, using things around your house, especially when you first start lifting. Or doing, I say lifting, even though you might not be lifting. Strength training, when you start doing strength training, you can often just use your body weight or just improvise, like hold a jug of milk while you're doing your squats to add a little bit of resistance, or put your backpack on while you're stepping up and down onto a platform. So strength training, what it does, when they do research on people that lose weight and keep it off, they usually do a combination of three things, and it's diet and cardio, and most people have a pretty easy time with those. But strength training is one that a lot of people miss, and the great thing about strength training is that it actually, when you increase your muscle mass inside your body, which is also called your lean body mass, that actually increases your metabolism. So you actually burn more calories when you're just sitting around doing nothing, which is pretty amazing. And it also, so that's if you have weight loss goals, that's really important. And then it's also good for your sports performance. You're actually going to hike faster, feel better, have more stamina. If your leg muscles are strong, you're also going to be less prone to injury. So these are all like really good and really awesome reasons to get into some strength training, even if you've not done it before, even if you were not really thinking about it when you started on this hiking journey. And it's really important. Something's really important, but it just slipped my mind. Live video, it happens. Anything can happen. But strength training, so good for so many different reasons. So those are my thoughts on hiking for weight loss. You can definitely do it. It's not always the most efficient way to do it, to just go out and just hike at a slow pace and expect, like once a week, and expect yourself to lose weight. That's probably not going to happen. You need to also be thinking about adding some intensity, being active a few times during the week on days when you're not hiking, and then also adding some strength training if you can. So if that's kind of, you know, sounds like a lot and you're like, how do I put all that together? That just sounds like a big pain to figure out. I have something for you. I actually, just based on a lot of feedback I've been getting from my group and folks on the email list, I have put together a beginner's training plan, and this starts at the very beginning. Like maybe you are not working out at all. Maybe you're just working out kind of intermittently. This plan is for you, and it just really starts with walking and easy cardio a couple times a week, and it starts with at-home strength workouts. It's gonna give you some exercises that you can actually do at home. You don't gotta put on yoga pants or spandex and go to the gym and feel weird. You don't ever, yeah, you can start your strength training at home and just build your confidence, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. So I have a little ebook, and then it's a 4-week training plan that walks you through how to start working out, how to just start kind of building up your time, and taking a short hike on the weekend, working out a few times during the week. And if you keep with this program, at the end of week 4, and you might repeat some weeks, it might take more than 4 weeks, but at the end of week 4, you're gonna work out 7 days in a row, which is pretty awesome. If you can do that, you're well on your way to establishing a healthy workout routine. So I really hope you check it out. I'm actually gonna drop a link down there as soon as I get off the video, so you can find find it easily. And yeah, I really hope you check it out. So if you have any questions about hiking for weight loss, you can also drop them in the comments down there. I always check back and see if there's any comments on the replay, and we'll happily answer them for you. And yeah, good luck in 2019 with all your goals and getting fit. It's gonna be an awesome year.